It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terence Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, weight 63 point. Terence Bud Crawford. Terence. These two have certainly. They ring the bell, and here we go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That jab won't score. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who can forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Straight right just misses. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a Crawford in trouble. He's settled back in, but needs to play some defense.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That counter shot lands. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Got out of the way of that right hook. Back and forth they go. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice exchange here from both men. They walk away from each other and then run right back into... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Terence Crawford just got rocked. That was almost a 10-8. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. A perfect counter lands. Which fighter will say no more? Crawford is dazed. And down goes Crawford. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. Using with the hook. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a fist. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Can't land that jab. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
That's what I'm talking about. Are you broken this kid's will?
Body and head. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
You're so close, kid. Come on. Banging downstairs. Jab, jab. That's what I'm talking about. Are you broken this kid's will to fight? He's nearly down. This kid.
Jump all over him. He's ready to go now. Jump all.
Banging downstairs. Jab, jab. That's what I'm talking.
Go out there and finish him. He's ready to go. Jump all over him.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round.
This fighter continues to show how much heart he's got, but the corner may have to intervene here.
You've got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to par you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of...
Crawford may be ready to go down. So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
You'd like to see more jabs. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. This is a very important break. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
That's
have to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They block the hook. Nobody home with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That right hook not connecting. Real good back and forth between these two fighters. The straight right just misses.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
At some point, the corner has to stop the fight for this fighter because he's not going to lay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the...